Duos is officially back, and that means we have to see what division we're going to get placed in. For this tourney, I'm going to be playing with my best friend AceFN, and our goal is to at least rank up to Division 4 because we've never ranked up a single division since they were introduced. But before we hop into the video, make sure you like and subscribe as it shows your support and helps out a ton. Ace and I started the tourney 20 minutes late with no warm-up, so we knew we had to lock in our first few games to make up the distance. And that's exactly what we did. Psych! We actually kind of died off spawn our first 4 games and only had 11 points.
Like, yeah, okay, that's fine. No, my guy was 31 HP, bro.
After this very rough start, we took a short break before going into game number 5, which allowed us to fully lock in and have one of our best games of the entire tournament. Ace and I decided to land a low-key drop on the edge of the map where we could sit in storm and get really good loot before going into endgame. Our plan had worked perfectly and we had great loot going into endgame, just when we ran into these players. After that very solid performance, we are right back in the tournament with a nice 69 points going into game number 6. We decided to stick to our game plan of staying in storm most of the game to get good loot, then going into endgame stacked. After another decent game, we were on 101 points going into game number 7. At this point, we knew that to be in Division 4 and above, it would be at least 160 points. So we locked in on consistency and placement and continued to sit in Storm, coming out to play endgames with good loot. However, this game didn't exactly go to plan as we got stuck in an early game fight and ended up having to run to Shogun Solitude. Spending our early game at Shogun Solitude gave us the best loot of our entire tourney, but it also threw off our storm tanking strategy. We ended up having less white heals than we thought and had to go into endgame with low health. And let's just say, things fell apart quickly. After this not so great game, we were still on pace to complete our goal of making Division 4. After having very good loot the game before, we decided to run it back at Shogun Solitude, and the craziest part of the entire tournament happened this game, so stay tuned. After that quick death, we loaded into game number 9 and decided to land Shogun Solitude because we still had one more game to burn before the tournament was over, so we didn't care if we died off spawn. And that's exactly what happened when we pushed the team that contested us. Going into game number 10, we decided to go back to our original strategy of landing extra safe and spending most of the game in Storm to secure the last 20 points we needed to qualify. Then, as we were at Outlaw Oasis, we noticed a team trying to reboot and knew it was a free couple kills. With a couple of kills under our belt and some good loot, Ace and I rotated into circle ready for endgame. just like that, with our final game, we had officially qualified to Division 4, finishing in 4,355th place. Thank you guys so much for watching, subscribe, and peace!